Hello, friends. It's Peg again, and I did an early morning live session just doing some ink swatching. You remember I got this diamine ink bent calendar that was full of luscious, gorgeous inks from diamine, and I'm trying it out on a number of different surfaces. This is a watercolor reflections book that I picked up at Jerry's Artorama a couple of years ago. The different inks that I'm using have different characteristics, and if you want to know more about them, you can go over and watch the whole live. However, I know not everybody has all that kind of time in their life to sit around and watch live shows, so I'm doing this fast version for you here just so that you get an idea of what you can see and where you can go in a video if you're looking for something specific. So I'm swatching it out on several different surfaces. I have a tag board surface that's kind of like Diane Reevely's book. I've got this watercolor journal. I've got a gray tone journal, and I've got just a regular notebook, dollar store notebook kind of thing. And I'm trying these inks out on different surfaces just to see how they work. I'm also using not only the brush, but I'm using a dip pen because I want to see how they react with some pen work. So you'll see me writing using the dip pen. You'll see me putting the color down and adding a little bit of water and seeing what the gradation is with these different inks and how they settle out. When they're wet, they don't always look the same as when they're dry. Many of the color variations don't show up until they've actually dried down. If you look at that top row, you'll see some that have both the red and the green tone in their dry version, or blue and silver, or just a number of different things. So I'm talking to people, talking about things that are coming up and what my plans are for the new year. Yeah, trying to make some plans for the new year. My main thing was to get things organized enough in my studio so that I could function well. And I've done a pretty good job of that over the last month. But there are a number of different challenges coming out that I want to participate in. Plus, I signed up for a few new classes. Everything seems to come out on the first of the year. So, yeah, gotta keep moving. Gotta keep it going. So ever since we had the last big wind and it knocked my internet cable down, I seem to have some intermittency, and it seems to be mostly in the sound. So I've got to contact my internet provider once again. I seem to be talking to them on a regular basis lately, and hopefully I can get the sound back right. I don't know. It's always one thing or the other, right? So these colors are absolutely luscious. I'm going to swatch them out, and then what I've been trying to do is do some kind of small painting in one of these smaller journals with the color, just to test things out. So I'm going to do that. This is the color for the day that I swatched these colors. I was behind because I didn't get it on December 1st, of course, and so I had a lot of colors to swatch because it was mid-month before I got started. Guess I came up with another color. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm doing them in the fast mode just so that you have an idea of what's in the longer version. And what I do appreciate is if you're not going to stay here, scroll to the end of the video and let it finish because YouTube tends to think that you don't like my video if you don't let it go to the end. So, yeah, YouTube. There's another issue. We need to talk about that too because I don't quite get what's going on there. But another day. Looks like I swatched quite a few this day. I had some real catching up to do. Oh yes, this was the day. Okay. I was finishing out, I think this was like done on the 24th, and I was finishing out a lot of the different colors that I hadn't pulled out of the box yet. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of colors coming out. But this is kind of cool because you get an overview of the colors that are in the box. So each one of these little bottles has quite a bit of ink. You know, I'm surprised how far this ink goes. I did spend some time cleaning out some of my fountain pens because I'm going to pick some of my favorites and put them in some fountain pens. And I've got a new dip pen ordered that I'm kind of anxiously waiting for. It isn't going to get here until January, but it has both the metal and the glass nibs, and you can change them out. And I thought, oh, gotta have one of those. Like I don't have enough pens, right? The things that I'm not in love with, you know, or that I'm tired of, or that I've used often enough, or that, you know, I just don't have the desire to work with any longer, are either going to go in my shop on pegarobinson.com, or I'm giving it to a local arts and crafts store that does secondhand resale, and they give me some credit for what I take in, and I get it out of my space. I'm really into cleaning out things right now, and so I'm feeling the need to not be overwhelmed by product and to keep those things near and dear to me at hand. One of the things I was eliminating were some of the products in colors that just don't speak to me. So this is a good thing to do, especially with inks. You know, if you don't like the ink, if you don't like the color, now's a good time to say adios. Anyway, most of these I have to say I really like the color of, but I do have a lot of other inks, and I need to swatch those too, just to, you know, try them out, see what I like, what I don't like. I really like earthy tones, so although I do like some neons and I do like some brights on occasion, and it depends on the season. Right now it's winter here, and I am so feeling the winter that all of those bright, sunshiny, cheerful things just are not speaking to me. I don't know if you guys get like that, almost like a seasonal thing where you just have to go with the flow. So there were 24 of the small bottles and one large one on the 25th. And I'm not going to swatch the final one because it wasn't the 25th yet, but you can see most of the rest of them here. Thanks for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Make sure that you're signed in as you so that you get the notifications if you click the bell for notifications. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a happy holiday season, and I will see you again soon.